Hey YouTube, you may have noticed I've gone a bit fuzz mental recently, so I'm going to go for a bit of a fuzz fest. A pal whose guitar I've not actually started fixing yet, instead of doing a video with the pedals he lent me. I've got his guitar, pal Andrew, so he was saying he doesn't really have anything to plug into the pedals, so do you want to shot the pedals while I'm fixing it? So it's like, yeah! So, do I really need a big muff? The last few months have been going a bit mental for the pedals. In fact, I've actually got the Terminator one as well. Yeah, but so on my pedal board just now, I've got a new system here for doing this. So running in, I'm not calling the rat pedal. I'm not calling the rat pedal a fuzz. The twinote fuzz, which is kind of like a someone said it was like a sabracadabra. It's called a pie fuzz, which makes things like a big muff. Not sure it is. Got my dolamo one, which is my current favourite, I think. It was just a cheap one, did a video of that a couple of weeks ago. And I got this one here, which is a hand-wired kit one, not wired by me. I bought that a couple of weeks ago as well. And there's the Behringer superfuzz, which is in a true bypass loop on its own. So that's the kind of fuzzies that I've been blasting about on recently. And I've got a few more to mess about with. I'm just using this the Antoria Telecaster just because it kind of sounds good with fuzz. So here's using the wee laney, that cabinet, and no pedals apart from the fuzz ones I'm going to turn on. So this is what the Twindo. It's quite a sort of heavy metal-y type thing. I'm not going to bother fidgeting with the dials in these. I'm just going to give you a sort of rough thing of what I've got them set to just now when I'm messing about. So maybe it is a sort of fuzz, but it's kind of a bit more metal-y. And if I go into the dolamo one, it's much more bleh. And I'm only going to be using the bridge pickup. I think that I was going to use my Schockenberg guitar because it's only got a bridge pickup, because fuzzies are very interactive with which pickup you're using, how much volume and tone and stuff you're putting into them. And if you kill the volume, you get, maybe not this one. And then if I go on to the last one, which I'm going to do here is the super fuzz. Not the Behringer super fuzz, the hand wired one. It's not up as loud as everyone's clearly. I think it might be an octave fuzz, I'm not really sure. So pretty brutal. I'm going to put on the Behringer one, which I'm not really falling in love with. It's too woofy. Kind of sounds like I'm playing through a wee 10-watt practice amp a little bit. But again, I've not really spent enough time working out what the Behringer one does. It's got too many options. The other ones just seem to have kind of like a couple of knobs, and it's quite handy to get them in. So I'll try sticking in. Well, what I was going to do, where is it? I had it in my hand a minute ago. Where's the metal? There's a fuzz pedal that didn't actually make it into my board. So I'm going to... I did do a video of this before. I think I got the camera, the in-screen camera thing going. So I'm going to have a wee go at that and see if I can get good sound. This is a bit of heavy metal, so I'm kind of expecting it to be... Well, it's not in my pedal board, basically. Look at it that way. too many pedals on this shoebox. Yeah, I could maybe have dusted that before I did that, but I didn't. So just stick the telly into it, see if I can get a nice tone. I'm kind of, it's like, do I want a big muff? Is kind of, could have been the question for this video. Yep, it's working. So there we go, just clean sound, and then yeah. So that's just if I wipe the dust off the controls. That's the distortion up a wee bit higher. The distortion's at like 1 o'clock, and then the other two are kind of at 12. Actually, it's not sounding too bad. I do remember this is the 2 modes that are horrible. That's high, and this is low. I don't think that switch was working last time I tried it. But really, does that actually sound that different from what that superfuzz would sound like? Okay, we'll tell you that. Yeah, turn the volume down, we're kind of there, aren't we? Yeah, so this pedal's actually sounding an awful lot better than I thought it did. Maybe just because I've been now a bit more into fuzz. I can kind of get something out of this. I thought the other modes were impossible to use. Yeah, so that'll be part 1. The micro metal muff, and I've watched this completely seamless switching between this and a nano big muff that I borrowed. Just see what this one sounds like. My pal just described it as different flavours of fuzz. I think this is pretty much kind of like a standard big muff pedal thing, apart from it's a slightly smaller case. That's why it's cable's not. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so if I just put the dials at, this is good, I think there are Lego Technic wheels on it. So we're on, and we're fuzzing. Check it, that's volume. Yeah. It is quite different, isn't it? Definitely got that thing going on. You can totally hear this in lots of recordings, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I do. I like. It's a bit. It's softer than the metal one. That's why it's a metal one. It's kind of, it does what it's designed to do. It does have that big woolly sound, but hence why it's called a big muff, I suppose. Let's try this one. This is a a clone of the original Softtech one, which I remember looking up because I heard that you could get a Softtech version of these Big Muff, and I've got the Softtech amp in the same company, and I thought, oh, I'll get one of them because apparently something to do with Electro-Harmonix had shut down, and they went to the Russians and said, how cheaply can you build this pedal? And they built the same rough idea as they did with my Softtech amp. It's kind of made out of old radio parts from the Soviet era, you know, so parts that would have gone in submarines and tractors and warplanes and TV stations and stuff like that, you know, just like one of your big communist things. So this should sound a bit different. I'll just put all the dials to 12 and turn it on and see if how different this sounds from the white one. It's immediately it's a different beast in it. I have to say that I think both of these sound better than the metal one. I suppose it's probably a kind of similar circuit, just with some bits changed. I think the thing with the Softtech Big Muff was they didn't have all the exact bits to make a copy of it, so they used we don't have a 1K resistor, but we've got a 900K, we'll use that instead. And then they kind of just did that with all the parts. Kind of the same idea of what the original Marshall amps were. You know, it was basically a copy of a Fender Bassman, but they didn't have that type of valve and this type of transformer, so they kind of put approximates in, and you ended up with something that sounded, although it's the same circuit and it's the same thing, it's a totally different sound. But I mean, I could use any one of these. I just don't need five fuzz pedals, but I mean, that sounds pretty good. I'm kind of hearing this sounding a bit like the Twindo, actually. I just... Maybe that Twindo is kind of a bit more of a copy of this type of circuit. Possibly. But I mean, it boils down to, yes, I pure love the big muffs are cool. So it's actually I noticed it's got a couple of wee marks on it. So he reckons that should be there, and this one should be there, and then I assume this Technic wheel's slightly too big, so when you turn that, it kind of gears and turns. That one, which I'm sure could be a feature. Maybe it's intentional. Really, so that's how. You need a bit more tone. Yeah, let's just batter through all these. I might have to spend, this is the first time I've actually plugged any of these in, I might have to spend a little bit more time trying to mess about with them and seeing what's what. I noticed that sitting here is my Terminator pedal, which I might as well put in anyway just because it was sitting there, and this hasn't made it onto my pedal board either. This has only got one knob on it, which kind of, but it does have Arnie as the Terminator. It's a good Gojira effects pedal made in large. So this is a copy, it's called a light meatboy. maybe, is there any point in having all these? I really don't know. I mean, so far they're all been totally usable, and I just play that all day, that's fine. And then what was that one I got the other day, which I'd completely forgotten about until right this very second? I got the other, I did a video for this, I can't even remember. Some guy in Glasgow made it. This is the one I was going to turn into a Bucky Fuzz, which I still might do, but I haven't actually got down to doing it yet. So this was the one that was a clone of an earthshaker device's something. I like all these pedals. Right, I've left the most exciting one for last. I've not even plugged this in, and I've been warned about this thing. So I will be turning the knobs down to nothing before I turn it on, because apparently this thing blows up amps. So I'll clear the deck. I hear these things are absolutely loved and absolutely hated, depending on who it is you are. So volume at nothing before I turn this on, because apparently I don't want to frazzle my amp. These things are meant to be pure ridiculous. I think they're very expensive. I keep seeing kits to build them yourself, so kind of. I'm worried. It sounds like a tool that might blow the amp up. It's alright, with the volume at nothing comes through. So it's like... yeah. Alright, again. Gate even. That's a spitty thing you can get by kind of I think you can kind of force the old-fashioned pedals to do that gatey thing. Whereas this one's actually got a control for it. It does seem to be lead. Right, so it's now, so the gate is now no longer letting through that afternote. I do quite like the way it's going when you end a riff. I know it stabs at nothing. I'm probably going to put stab at half. Maximum stab. Sorry, 3/4 stab. I wonder if this is an original one or a kit. It kind of looks like it's just stickers on it, but I think that might be because that might be what it's made to look like. I almost had a. Less stab. Stab's good. Gain, drive it full. I prefer it without so much gain, actually. It seems to go into that self-oscillating thing if you the gate's like kind of functional. I'd see if you could control that. See if you could bend that up and down, but you can't. It just goes into that note. It's an A, so. Yeah. It changes pitch with the volume control, really? definitely best to last. This thing's nuts. And it appears to be very synthesizery in the way that it's kind of every knob seems to alter what all the other ones are doing. There's things going on here. I can see why it's going to blow up your amp. I mean, I've got that volume control at barely even on, and my ears are actually ringing. I don't know how that mic was coping with that there, but I can definitely find things in this that I like though. Most certainly. It's how much Right, I'm going to have to mess about with this a bit, but this thing is nuts. I'm obviously going to be straight on eBay to see how much one costs. I think they're really expensive though, but I'm pretty sure you can get, just like anything else, there's probably a dolamo type version. I just need to look for something that's got those crazy knobs on it. It seems mental. By the looks of things, if you set it up right, I reckon you could use this just like as a normal fuzz pedal for gigging or something like that, but I think it's really more for recording, because I mean you could do some sick stuff there, you know, like trying to tune that. Hopefully that's an A kind of thing. Sounding good to me. Kind of got a wee bit of back in the old days when you used to get computers that loaded from tape, kind of very 8-bit computer soundtracky. Yeah. Normal sounds. Makes a huge difference how much the volume's up as well. yeah, so I think maybe I'll have to do a little bit more playing with that. I need to actually get on to fixing a sustainer to his guitar. I'm just with that and a sustainer. I mean, it's like, how do you have time to play notes when you've got this stuff set up? I mean, I think these those two big muffs on that were all off his board at the same time. So I guess he's kind of using maybe like 3 fuzz sounds, but that's pure sick. Kind of need to have one. It's kind of I wish I'm still not giving this back yet. The plasma pedal sounded, it kind of is going in that direction a little bit. See the sort of spitty computer soundtrack drum-y soundy thing. I quite like that. It's definitely got something. Right, there's no timer on this, so I don't know how long this video is, but it's probably quite long. And thanks for listening. Telly Tuesday, someone's just offered me an interesting swap, but I might not be able to do it tomorrow, so Telly Tuesday might be delayed a little bit. It kind of was really just lucky the way the first season worked. I just happened to find guitars to buy and swap just enough to get one a week. Maybe it's not quite as easy this time. I do keep buying things. I've got quite a lot of work on. But I'm still looking. I might never say never. It's only it's only lunchtime or 3 o'clock or something. So might get something tonight. Maybe get a video out tomorrow. Maybe go down to get this guitar tomorrow. And it's just the whole trying to edit it together time wise. I should really have done it today, but I didn't. So maybe Trade Tuesday will be Trade Wednesday. And thanks for watching the live stream last night. I again got a bit drunk. I need to try and maybe getting a tan in the bucky when I'm doing it's not the best idea, or maybe drink it a bit slower. The thing is, I just get a bit excited. It's like, oh, and it's like every time there's a gap, it's like, oh, I've got a chance to take a drink. Wait, it's like eventually you end up just tanning a whole bottle, feeling a bit drunky by the time it gets to the end. So rock on, cheers to the shot of the pedals. This will be for the FUZZFEST. How many did I manage to go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you could add in 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go, 10 fuzz pedals in one video. So the horrendous amount of time you just had to watch this probably makes it sound quite acceptable. 10 fuzzes. I could say top 10 fuzzes. I'm just gonna say, I think I'll just name it the top 10 fuzzes to get more clicks. And it's not out of all the fuzzes in the world. It's top 10 fuzzes. As in, it's the best 10 fuzzes I've got in this room just now. I'm trying to think if I'll get any other fuzzes. In fact, it's not. It's 11, isn't it? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the Terminator. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it is 10. Rock on. Catch you later. Sorry for waffling about again.